They warned us. Black Hollow Cemetery was cursed, they said. A place where time bends and the dead whisper in the fog. Locals avoided it, especially after midnight. But we weren't locals. We were ghost hunters. Skeptics, thrill seekers, desperate for proof. So we ignored the warnings and crossed the rusted gates at 12:07 a.m. The air felt off the moment we stepped inside. Heavy, silent, too silent. Even our gear started acting strange. The EMF reader spiked immediately. The temperature dropped from 60 to 39 degrees in minutes. No wind, no animals, just fog, and something else. Something unseen but very much present. "We're rolling," I whispered, my voice shaking more than I cared to admit. Then we heard it. A faint whisper. Not wind, not trees. A voice. Low, breathy, and echoing from nowhere and everywhere at once. We froze. My flashlight flickered as the camera panned toward a crooked headstone. That's when we saw it. A shadow. It darted across the stone, but there was no one there. Nothing to cast it. Nothing living anyway. Then came the laughter. A child's giggle, soft and playful but wrong. It echoed through the graveyard. Too close, too clear. We followed the sound to an old angel statue. Its face had been eroded away, like it had been scratched out with nails. Thick black liquid oozed from its eyes. I leaned in and gagged. It smelled like rotten copper. "This grave's fresh," someone said behind me, but this cemetery had been abandoned for over 50 years. Suddenly a loud screech burst through our headphones. Metal against metal, like a scream trapped in steel. The footage glitched. For a split second, everything went dark. When the night vision kicked back in, investigator number 2 screamed, "Did you see that?" he yelled. "Something just ran past me." We replayed the footage later, frame by frame, and there it was. A tall figure, stretched and wrong, standing between 2 trees, watching us. That's when Alex disappeared. 1 second he was behind us, the next gone. No footsteps, no scream, just gone. We searched, panicked, calling his name. All we found was his camera, lens cracked, still recording. That's when we heard the footsteps. Not ours. Not from behind, from around us, circling. Our breath fogged the camera lens. We stood back to back, scanning the dark. "Stay together," I said. "Do not separate." The EMF started screaming again. A shriek erupted through our mic, followed by total distortion. Lights flashed. The air grew colder. And then, we saw it. The final footage, recovered days later, shows the camera dropping to the ground. It lands sideways. The audio records nothing but panting. Then silence. A shadow approaches, slowly, deliberately. The last frame freezes on a face. Pale, hollow-eyed. Its mouth stretches unnaturally wide, as if screaming without sound. And then, darkness. We thought we were hunting ghosts, but this wasn't a spirit. It was something older, something cursed, something that never wanted to be found. It didn't want justice, it didn't want peace, it wanted us, and it took Alex. The Black Hollow Cemetery remains closed. Authorities sealed it off. But we know the truth. We were there. We heard the whispers. We saw the face. And we captured the proof. Not everything buried stays dead. And not every curse stays quiet. So if you ever find yourself near Black Hollow after dark, don't go in. They're still there, and they're waiting.